Dehancer. That's what I used for the color grading of this entire video, and yes, it's absolutely worth it. To save your time and to respect your time, get it. If you want to save some money, use my code in the link below. You can get a little money off of Dehancer. It's fantastic. For this video, I shot on the Sony FX3 with the Viltrox 20mm lens and 422 10-bit HS codec, which is really nerdy. Essentially, bottom line, I can use the Davinci Resolve free version, but also color grade with S-Log3 fully and then export in 4K without spending hundreds of dollars on the Davinci Resolve Studio version, which is great because, again, I have no money. None of us do in this economy. Dehancer is really special because unlike LUTs, where they just pop on top these colors, they actually weave and breathe with the data collected with your camera, especially if you're shooting on S-Log. If you're making tan, you can shoot not using S-Log and you still get great colors. For myself, I love using S-Log because it gives you the chance to color correct and then color grade. Dehancers, what they do is they actually scan film stocks, strip back as much data as they can, rewrite that, and then put it into their program to actually mathematically articulate your footage to look like film. I went straight to Kodak Vision3 500T. It's been used on everything from La La Land, Oppenheimer's colored scenes, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and one of my favorites, the Iron Claw. I don't know why I never got any nominations to the Oscars. I'm sorry, Sean Dirk and Zac Efron, but they use the Vision3 500T for rich skin tones, rich contrast. It's great in low light, what I'm in right now. I just have my laptop giving me some light with natural light behind me. And also in broad daylight or bright interior settings with an ND filter. I love the Iron Claw. When I was watching it, I realized this feels so good because this is on film. There's some films that were shot on film, no offense, J.J. Abrams Star Wars films, that don't look like film, they don't give you that magic. If you use it correctly, you can transport your audience into a beautiful, magical film setting. The same goes with Dehancer. I think I should actually show you instead of just talking about why Dehancer is fantastic, because it truly is fantastic and worth every penny if you're gonna get that film look digitally. Ta-da! Welcome to Davinci Resolve. Let's color grade. We're in the Color Fusion tab here. I've early color corrected my footage by using the settings here. Color management, input lookup table, click S-Log3, S-Gamut 3, sending to LC709. We're good to go. Now, what I'm going to do is press Option S 2 times, get 3 nodes. People like Volandis uses 1 node for a Dehancer. That's fantastic. We love his colors. People like Dylan Batista, one of my favorite YouTubers, he uses upwards of 8 nodes for certain scenes. It just depends on what footage you're working with, what look you're trying to get in the end. Right now, I'm keeping it at 3 because 3 is the magic number, right? So, our first node, we're going to come here, and I'm going to manipulate the gain. I'm going to make this a little bit brighter. Gamma as well, help lift the shadows here. You can actually see what's going on to a degree. With film contrast, blacks, like the Batman, that was shot digitally, scanned on the film stock, and then that film stock was scanned back to be manipulated and edited digitally. It just falls off in the blacks. It's beautiful. Same thing here. If you want a digital look, make sure there are just no contrast, no black colors. But this, I'm gonna have just a little bit of gain so it's not too dark. But again, in these rocky, cavernous details, oh, so beautiful in Cars Land, there's some detail there, you can grab onto it. Lift's great for this too, you can really manipulate that. Focus right there on Cadillac Butte, but I'm just gonna keep it at -100th. There we are. Contrast, add just a tad bit there. Shadows you can increase. Nice, alright, this is looking really good already. I'm gonna pop up the temperature. There we are. So, it's just a little too sharp digitally still, right? So, what we're gonna do actually now is gonna add an S-curve, a film curve, hit these 3 dots. Bingo, everyone's telling you to make this curve, and I actually have to say I agree, because you right here, put on your highlights, and increase your shadow. Because in film, no black, dark color is actually true black, it's just dark gray. It's a little bit here, and our final node here, go to Effects, get Dehancer, plop it on top. Here we are. The interface for Dehancer is a little bit at the very start. Give yourself an hour or 2 to get into it. It's really fun, rather easy and lovely to use. So, we already have our input. I'm gonna go to Vision3 500T. Love it. A little flat now, right? And red too, so we're gonna pull this guy to the right. Come down here to print, and then increase our tonal contrast. Nice, right? We're pulling back the colors. If you ever use Dehancer and then your image just goes flat, go down to contrast here, increase tonal contrast, you're good to go. And you can also mess with the exposure just a tad. Maybe not too much. I like it being dark. I'm gonna decrease that back to 0. Fun stuff, right? Go back to expand. You can go in any order with color grading here with Dehancer. This is just my order. Follow along if you'd like to. Black point. We can decrease to brighten the image. You're gonna pull those blacks back up to reality if you'd like to. Maybe just a tad here. White point is gonna increase all the white colors in your footage if you're gonna decrease it to brighten your image, but now you're blowing out your sky. Not what I'm really looking for here. So, keep it right about here. And now, as you can see, we have a lot of grain. Grain's beautiful with Dehancer. We're gonna hit custom. This is the best film grain on the market. Better than Davinci's. It's actually manipulating your footage and interacting with it instead of just being one standard film grain that's gonna be thrown on top of your footage. This is beautiful because it's gonna be unique in every situation. But I'm gonna decrease the size and the amount just a tad. Film, in most film movies, is there. It's just not calling too much attention to itself. If it's something like the Iron Claw, it's definitely there, it's beautiful, but it blends really well and it doesn't stand out too much. Going here to halation, which is lovely and fantastic for bright sunny scenes. Hit enable. Custom. I'm going to decrease the amount just a tad. I'm going to come back up here to film. Increase it just a tad. Halation is lovely, and films like No Country for Old Men, they're headlights at night with a red tinge around them. This is film reacting to bright light sources, and it gives you that nice red tinge around anything that is going to be kind of blowing out your image like the sun, but it's lovely. It just kind of pulls that difference. Go down here to bloom, which is acting like a promos filter. Instead of using one that's $100, you can use as much bloom as you like to help soften your highlights and give you that nice glow, flushed out effect. Not flushed out in a bad way, but where it's not like an Apple iPhone where everything is crispy in detail. This is going to help soften your image and pull away that detail. Increase here. And you know what? I'm just feeling a little moody right now. This is really just a beautiful piece of architecture by Imagineering, led by Kevin Rafferty. It's fantastic. I'm going to add more contrast. I'm going to manipulate the black point here to help the image really just kind of fall off with this rocky artwork. Not too much. Voila. Film look. It's fantastic. And there you have it, Dehancer. It's so fantastic. They even have a mobile app that you can use on your phone, on the go. Take away that Apple iPhone look or Android look and make it look like film, which is lovely. Up your Instagram game. Make those reels look really solid or their stories. Fantastic. I really appreciate Dehancer being able to allow me to test out their beautiful software. Dehancer is the best on the market when it comes to getting that film look with a nice, simple, easy way. You can go the route of having 10 plus nodes. It's going to take so much time for each film look with each scene, and that's great if you're going to be really manipulating each color. But what Dehancer does is takes all that work away from you. Doesn't make you cheat anything, but helps you relieve some stress and also time so you can keep working and keep going like Prince. Abandon perfectionism, get the final product done, but do really great at it and not give up. If you'd like to save a little bit of money when buying Dehancer, you can use my code. Check out, there's a link down below. Again, thank you Dehancer. This is a fun project. I spent a few weeks getting to know Davinci Resolve, color grading, each program and software. I don't want to be just like a shill saying, buy this, this is why. I didn't do any research. I did a lot of research. I was reading into so many things, watching videos, procrastinating, looking into so much. It's a lot of fun, but this is my 2 bits. Look around for yourself. I'm no pro, but I love learning. You can too. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, check out the links below. See you guys in the next video. God bless you. That's all I gotta say. I don't know why you're still here. Get Dehancer. Really, just get the look. It's there. It's there for you. They've done everything. Just use it. It's fantastic.